Hi, thank you, Sanvi. Um, One of the most difficult things I went through, and which I don't want any other mother to go through, is the feeling of being powerless. Okay? Parents feel extremely powerless when they are handed a diagnosis of autism. They wish to do everything for their child, but there is a sense of helplessness and powerlessness. So they try several therapies, they tried several belief systems. We want to give power back in their hands. And we want to tell them it's going to be okay. And we don't want to, we want to give them the right direction, if I can say. But essentially, in our therapy, we are empowering the parents to be the 90% participant in the remediation process itself. So we give power back in their hands. It works beautifully for parents who want to feel in charge, who want to feel educated, who want to participate. So we have seen that when children come at 20 months and 22 months, it's amazing how they have been able to dynamically improve social communication and improve the connect, because we are building the trust back in them at a very early age. When they felt they didn't understand the world that well, we showed them that it's not overwhelming. Let's take it small bites, and we use the trust they have with the parents and build on that to regain their trust in the world around them. So it is a little different. Therapy centers are very essential. That is the last mile from where parents can learn. But that's one model. What we are doing here is an education model. What defines the long-term outcome? If they talk about a lot of success stories, though I'm not very fond of that word, but yeah, we hear a lot of stories of independence and better outcomes. If you dig inside, you will see that there was a parent who was willing to overcome all barriers and learn and participate. We know how to do this model. We can teach that parent everything they need in order to get the power back in their hands. We are amongst the few who have done the education model for autism for almost 11 years now. What is this new model? This is coming out in the form of NDBI. You can call it modern ABA. It is there in your United Nations Caregiver Skills Program. It is there. It is recommended by Seattle Children's Hospital, Stanford Medicine, and everyone, where they are saying, don't just look at behavior. Look at how we can develop this child also, bring him into the developmental pathways. And they're calling it NDBI, and we are probably one of the very few who teach NDBI here in India. We teach it through our platform ASD Buddy. I know it is new, so sometimes to break the reluctance, we have created several hours of content for professionals separately and parents separately, and we have asked them to go and learn on their own time and space and get educated about what is this new education model for autism against the behavioral model, or which was happening around them. We teach this at ASD Buddy. And if you ask me what is ASD Buddy, it is a science-backed platform for autism remediation using naturalistic developmental behavioral intervention, which is NDBI. The idea is to empower the parent to be the primary guide to this child. We have come up with our own 10 freedom model, which is more clear roadmap to independence. So when we often tell the parent, play ball with your child, they tend to throw ball, right? Because that's what parents know. But then we have tried to explain that there could be 10 different ways or even more, but we have tried to define 10 different kinds of children, and depending on where you are in that journey, you may just want to touch the ball with your child. You may want to just roll the ball down on the floor. You may just want to give it in his hand, or you may want to throw it. So unless you know where your child is, and for that how you should respond, it becomes, you can't give a one-size-fits-all solution. And that's why we are trying to give a clear roadmap with a growth path to say that if you're here, try these activities. If you're here, try these activities. And we have taken the effort to, I can say in COVID, my children and myself and a few others participated in the shoot to show them how it's different across different developmental stages. So we believe in the whole child. We don't believe in just doing sensory, only speech only. We believe that we are raising a whole child, and whatever is required for the whole child, we bring it in. And that's usually we are targeting social communication, which cuts across all therapies. And so building dynamism and long-term independence, we have done about 800, we're touching 900 parents learning on our platform by themselves. So I hope more join and they learn in their own space. If they want to do it with us, we are always available. Couple of things, there are two targets audience for us. One is parents. So parents do self-learning or they come to us for a customized hand-holding program. One is professionals, where they also can do self-learning or they can attend one of the workshops we do in hospitals or anything. So these are our offerings. So for parents, it is customized where I will walk the journey with you for about a year and I will help you implement, or you can learn yourself also and do it. And we have realized that people are listening to us like podcasts and they like that with the early morning coffee. So this is something which we got to know and we're very happy about. If you want to know some success stories, my first child who brought me into this profession itself, he is doing wonderfully in Bahrain now. He studies in a school where he hasn't had to, he would want to tell, but the school doesn't want to know that he has difficulties. He's doing very well. He plays football. After 10 years, their parents decided to have another child and they have a baby girl now. So that's the first story of mine. He's the reason I came into this because I was thinking my son, I should go back to being in corporate, and I said, then this child came and then one more child came and then we just stayed in this and we thought we should build something where after me also the right kind of inputs can go to parents. So that's how it is.
One of the questions is pop out right now. What's the one step, small step, according to a parent that they can start today to better support their child? So what would you recommend?
See, there are 4 thumb rules that we always say works well, okay, depending on the age of the child though. If it's a young child, whenever you engage in an activity, you don't have to do too much, okay. The one essential thing you need to chase in the beginning is regaining the trust, and he should trust the world around him that it's a good place to be in, a happy place to be in. He wants to be there, you know. NTPA chases 2 things. One is generalization and the other one is motivation, both of which don't get covered very often. Go behind motivation, okay? Build that trust and go behind motivation. There are 4 thumb rules. You can read about it in detail in our course. Our website is ASD Buddy. You can read about it there. But if I can quickly tell you the 4 thumb rules, one is patience. You may have to wait lot longer than what you're waiting right now for a response. But when you wait, have an active position, like actively wait, okay? And then you can control your environment to the maximum extent when you want to engage with the child, and try to extremely reduce how much you talk to the child, because auditory inputs are very difficult for them. So go bare minimum, and if possible, go non-verbal. One of the first things I learned from my teacher was don't talk for a week. That was my first assignment. Some other assignments that we got was go to the playground and see the difference between what grandparents interact with children and how parents interact with children these days. So these are things that you can start looking out to see if you can learn from people around you.
Yes, for sure. And there is one more question. Also, what's the one common myth about autism or developmental disability that you would like to change?
I can tell you for autism for sure. There is a assumption that they would always, just the fact that autism will never go away brings a certain misunderstanding, which I would like to clear. Doesn't go away doesn't mean that it is a curse for life or something. Okay, don't look at it like that. People with autism have done wonders. There is a path to move in that spectrum. So don't hold on to that level 1, level 2, level 3 so hard that you don't want to move in that. Okay, really, you can move. We have seen children move from 3 to 1. Okay, so it is a myth that autism is for life and you have that negative feeling around it all the time. There are children with autism doing wonders, and the wonders are possible, and you have to believe in it. Believing in something when what you're seeing in front of you is not very positive, you have to bring that positivity into that situation, and if you can do that, you will see that you can change a lot of things.
Yes, for sure. And one more question we have out here is that how would your platform help a parent watching this today, this particular live session? What will be your take? How would you tell them that your website will help them navigate things, or how could they possibly make an impact in their children's life?
So the first step is to log in. Okay, you will need to log into ASD Buddy, and then I encourage people to do the 100-day course just to get a feel of what it is that we are trying to teach, and then definitely do the quiz in our homepage, and the quiz will take you to the correct course that you have to do. We have slashed the prices for this month for Autism Awareness Month, and actually more doctors have bought than parents. We have had pediatricians, neurologists, and we have had a lot of doctors buy the course, and special educators. They are trying to learn what is the approach to autism new today. So I just tell people, we spend so much on clothes. Why not spend a little bit on a course to learn what is right for autism? If you're in the once you log in, and you will get an invite to join the WhatsApp group, and in the WhatsApp group we will send you the at least 1 or 2 Saturdays in a month we try to meet online at Saturday 8 a.m. You will get the invite if you're in the WhatsApp group. There is a group for professionals, there's a group for parents. Alternately, I meet them Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.